Blessings, everyone. It's time to enhance and amplify our creative and manifestation abilities beyond the realms of thought and the mental processes. Join me Sunday, May 31st at 1:30 p.m. Pacific Time, US and Canada, for a 2-hour webinar where I will be talking about the very dynamics and mechanics of spiritual creation, setting the inner state and outer stages for success, troubleshooting miscreations and blocks. You can sign up by going to my website, integrativemysticism.com, or you can simply follow the links below and sign up at the Crowdcast webinar link provided in the description bar. It's time to create like an adept. Hi there, Leo. It's time for your weekly horoscope for the coming 7 days. And just a quick reminder for everybody out there, should you ever wish to get a session with me, you do need to go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com. Or, of course, you may also just simply follow the links below. And the same applies for the upcoming manifestation webinar. Also, for those of you who are interested in the incoming waves, that video is up. And you can find it on my main channel page by clicking on my avatar beneath this video, or opening the down bar below and going to its playlist via the links. So what is happening over the course of this coming week? Well, this week is overlit by the Strength card upright, and this is what is going on as the background energy behind all occurrences. And the Strength card is bringing in this very clear and very, no frills sense of getting things back into proper order and beefing them up. We're talking about reining in that which could have gotten away from us, when it comes to maybe how a certain project, a certain plan, or maybe a certain connection has evolved. And we're starting to actually strengthen and fortify our own resources, our own connections, our own commitments. Because the Strength card is not just about power, but it is about bringing in that which needs to be brought back to health and enforcing health as a rule, mental, spiritual, emotional, physical. The enforcement is on health and health alone. And for a lot of you Leo people, this is a week where we're going to be noticing that which it can be healed and that which can be fortified and beefed up and made into a better iteration and into a better version of what it is going to undergo that transformation this week and expand in a way that actually exceeds a lot of predictions and maybe even expectations that we could have had or projected into the circumstance. However, the Strength card is not tolerant of imbalance. It is not tolerant of things that are unhealthy. And so that which will not get with the program, get balanced, or rein itself in will most likely be cut off, be cleared out, to hold the space for something that is truly in a place of balance, harmony, divinity, and of course the highest interest of all concerned. So we have enforcement of balance, health, and peace coming through this card that is actually going to lift up everything that is not getting all of the nourishment that it needs and clearing out all of that which is perhaps a bit too high maintenance, or perhaps too, let's just say, nourishment expensive, that which requires too much, that which is maybe even depriving others or other opportunities of an opportunity to grow for how much it requires and how much it consumes and how much space, time, and energy it takes up in life. All of that which it robs is going to get back what it took from them. It can be a very interesting week because while it is overwhelmingly positive, this is a positive change that may also surprise us. It may be something that can maybe make us feel a little bit uncomfortable when we have to look at these kinds of things, when we have to see what was maybe unhealthy and cannot be brought to health, or what is not getting all it could, and that would pleasantly surprise us to be able to grow into something better. This week is bringing both lessons, both opportunities, and the blessing of seeing all of this play out. As we get to the material world, when it comes to your finances and your professional life, we have the Queen of Wands upright. And it does look like a lot of you Leo people are actually having the assistance come your way to expand and lift up possibly either your good name, your personal status, or maybe even a job opportunity or a role that has not necessarily been getting the exposure, the energy, the focus, or the support that it could. And I'm actually seeing the Queen of Wands upright turn a spotlight on you this week. We are drawing a lot of new attention from spaces and people that we don't normally get that from. And the Queen of Wands is also working a bit as an extra muscle for you this week, because I am seeing this energy stepping in as also an enforcer for your own material good fortune. This could be somebody actually using their power, maybe even a bit of intimidation or force to put something in line for you, whether it is a material thing or a financial thing or even something on the job. But what we see with the Queen of Wands is somebody lending you their power nonetheless. So all in all, a great week for those of you looking to actually have that which maybe has gotten dinged up in recent history, or maybe something that's not been flourishing or growing to meet its full potential, get that boost. However, as we get to this social area, when it comes to your friends and family, we have the Three of Wands in reverse. And there will be some disappointing news coming in about somebody dropping the ball. And it's about something that has been left in their hands. I'm not sure if this is something they can just not do, if it's something that maybe they failed to get to or failed to get on. But we are going to have to find a way to remedy this circumstance, because otherwise this situation, this project, this joint effort is dead in the water. Now, I do want to make a very important point, though, with the Three of Wands reversed. This does look like something that has not necessarily been, it's not something that has been delivered to them properly, or quite possibly something they have been trying to get to you is not getting delivered to you properly. Whether it's something that we haven't seen, check your spam folders, or it's something that maybe has flown under the radar or got lost in transit. However that applies, right? We can't get too literal with the cards. I mean, you can try, but you're really just not going to get a good reading. The Three of Wands reversed is indicating here that there is something that has to be put back on course. Now, whether or not this means the other, the friend or the relative or whoever in the situation, is a good candidate to continue will vary from Leo to Leo. But there is something where a ball is getting dropped somewhere, and if we want to actually move forward, we have to rein it in with the Strength card and set things right before making that next decision. As we get to the relationships, when it comes to romance and love, we have the Ace of Swords in reverse, and it does look like a lot of you Leo people and your partners, or maybe even somebody new, are going to kind of be tap dancing around a difficult subject that really does need to be just handled point blank. And with the Ace of Swords reversed, it's very, very clear that there might be even a sensitive topic, something that is taboo, something that maybe feels like we can't have as an open, honest discussion for whatever reason, that needs to actually come up and be cleared and reined in and put in a healthy place where it can be accepted, acknowledged, and worked with right now. And with the Ace of Swords reversed, sometimes this can happen because people are afraid to say something, they're nervous. Maybe it is a touchy topic for somebody in the relationship and they're not capable of, or at least not at the time, or historically, of handling this in a way where it should be handled. The Ace of Swords reversed is indicating, though, we have a chance to turn this situation back around. And so we want to make sure that we are doing this with a bit of grace and a bit of dignity, but also at the same time, honesty. The Ace of Swords reversed can also indicate needing to encourage people who are nervous about speaking their truth, or taking initiative. And for a lot of you who are maybe looking for new love, there will be a point this week where you realize you have to let somebody know that it's okay for them to talk to you, or maybe even, take things further. So it's like you're giving somebody the okay to take the first move. But that is something that happens sometimes. We have to make some pretty clear signals every once in a while. However, once we start clearing the air, no eggshells anymore, and no more taking things too carefully or avoiding sensitive topics, the Ace of Swords will be upright again, and we will have a wonderful week romantically. So that is your horoscope. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate it. And should you ever want to get a session, go to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com.